Hello viewers, I am myself is Dr. Vadiraj Vitago, Assistant Professor, Sri Jagadguru Tontadariya Government First Grade College, Undargi. So in this video, I am discussing about heat engine. In this series, I am discussing about diesel engine today. This is for BSc program, second semester. Learning objectives of this session is to know the concept of diesel engine, to understand the efficiency of diesel engine, comparison between auto engine and diesel engine. Session outcomes: knowledge of isothermal and adiabatic process, understanding of efficiency of equation, idea about engine requirements, differences between the diesel and petrol engines. Prerequisites: concept about engines, basic necessities for the engine, Boyle's law and Charles law, and efficiency equation. Syllabus for this work is auto engine, auto cycle and expression for efficiency, diesel engine, diesel cycle, expression for efficiency, and Carnot's theorem. So diesel engine, any internal combustion engine in which air is compressed to a sufficiently high temperature to ignite diesel fuel ejected to the cylinder, where the combustion and expansion actuate a piston. It converts the heat energy into a mechanical work, which can be used to power freight trucks, large tractors, locomotives, and marine vessels. A limited number of automobiles are also diesel powered, as are some elementary generators, sets, etc. So diesel cycle is represented by here. E to A is a suction stroke, A to B is a compression stroke, where temperature rises from T1 to T2 and volume is compressed from V1 to V2, and B to C is a igniting stroke, where temperature is raises from T to T3. H1 amount of heat is absorbed at constant pressure. This is the main difference between diesel engine and petrol engine. In case of petrol engine, heat is absorbed at constant volume, but in case of diesel engine, heat is absorbed at constant pressure. And C to D cycle, it represents working stroke. Temperature falls from T3 to T4 and volume is increases from V3 to V1. And D to A represents exhaust stroke. Temperature falls to the sink from T4 to T1. And A to E represents ejecting stroke, where all the unburned gases and fuels, everything will be goes off to the sink. This is called diesel cycle. In this diesel cycle, the first stroke, that is E to A, represents the charging stroke. The mixture of air and diesel vapors is allowed to enter at atmospheric pressure. The final volume V1 at temperature T1. Second step is compression stroke. A to B represents compression stroke and it is adiabatic expansion. Volume changes from V1 to V2. Temperature changes from T1 to T2. Temperature rises to about 1000 degrees Celsius. Third step, ignition stage. B to C, spark is produced from the spark plug. Pressure increases. Temperature changes from T2 to T3 and the volume changes from V2 to V3. Heat is absorbed at constant pressure. Fourth stage is working stroke. C to D, gas expands adiabatically and the engine works. The volume changes from V3 to V1. the pressure and temperature decreases. Fifth step is heat rejection, that is D to A. Pressure decreases and temperature decreases from T4 to T1. Next, last step is exhaust stroke, A to E. Gas completely discharged, volume decreases from V1 to V2. Here the expression for efficiency of diesel engine. So H1, quantity of heat absorbed from B to C. It is H1 is given by 1 kg of substance heated at constant pressure with a difference of temperature T3 and T2, that is B to C, is given by H1 is equal to 1 into Cp into T3 minus T2. And H2, quantity of heat rejected from D to A, it is given by H2 is equal to 1 into Cv into T4 minus T1. 1 kg of mass of a substance is heated at constant volume with a difference of temperature is T4 and T1. It is from D to A. We know efficiency of any engine is given by neta is equal to 1 minus H2 upon H1. Substituting H1 and H2 above equations to the efficiency equation, we get neta is equal to 1 minus Cv into T4 minus T1 divided by Cp into T3 minus T2, where gamma is the ratio of specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at constant volume, and it is constant, it is equal to 1.4. Therefore, substituting this gamma value in above equation, efficiency it becomes neta is equal to 1 minus 1 into T4 minus T1 divided by gamma into T3 minus T2. Now, the points in this graph A and B represents are the same adiabatic. Therefore, the Charles law equation becomes T1 V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 raised to gamma minus 1. Similarly, the points C and D are also lie on the same adiabatic. The equation is also on the same lines, is given by T4 into V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T3 into V3 raised to gamma minus 1. Subtracting these two equations, we get T4 minus T1 into V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T3 into V3 raised to gamma minus 1 minus T2 into V2 raised to gamma minus 1. The gas is heated along BC at a constant pressure, hence the expansion obeys the Charles law. We know is given by V3 upon T3 is equal to V2 upon T2 is equal to V3 minus V2 divided by T3 minus T2. So therefore, individually T3 and T2 is given by T3 is equal to V3 into T3 minus T2 divided by V3 minus V2. Similarly, T2 equation is given by V2 divided by 1 into T3 minus T2 divided by V3 minus V2. Subtracting the T3 and T2 values, we get T4 minus T1 into V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to V3 upon 1 into T3 minus T2 divided by V3 minus V2 into V3 raised to gamma minus 1 minus V2 upon 1 T3 minus T2 divided by V3 minus V2 into V2 raised to gamma minus 1. So therefore, the above equation becomes T4 minus T1 into V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T3 minus T2 divided by V3 minus V2 into V3 raised to gamma minus V2 raised to gamma. Therefore, T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2 is equal to, separating the temperatures, separating the volumes, we get V3 raised to gamma minus V2 raised to gamma divided by V3 minus V2 into 1 divided by V1 raised to gamma minus 1. And we know V1 upon V2 is equal to rho 1, called the adiabatic compression ratio. And similarly, V1 upon V3 is equal to rho 2, the adiabatic expansion ratio. Therefore, putting these rho 1 and rho 2 values in the above equation, before applying in the equations, we want to adjusting the certain terms. Therefore, T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2 is equal to V3 raised to gamma divided by V1 raised to gamma minus V2 raised to gamma divided by V1 raised to gamma divided by V3 raised to gamma divided by V1 raised to gamma minus V2 raised to gamma upon V1 raised to, and putting the compression ratios. T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2 is equal to 1 upon rho 2 raised to gamma minus 1 upon rho 1 raised to gamma divided by 1 upon rho 2 minus 1 upon rho 1. And therefore, neta is equal, and we are substituting these values in the efficiency equation, but the efficiency equation is given by neta is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma into T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2 equation. Therefore, neta is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by gamma. Therefore, 1 upon rho 2 gamma 2 raised to gamma minus 1 upon rho 1 raised to gamma divided by 1 upon rho 2 minus 1 upon rho 1, substituting in the efficiency equation. Assuming if the compression ratio rho 1 is 15 and compression ratio rho 2 is 5, and we can calculate the efficiency of the equation is given by 65%. Hence, the efficiency of the diesel engine is 65%. Now, if we compare the engine between diesel engine and auto engine, in the diesel engine, heat absorbed is at constant pressure, but in case of auto engine, heat is absorbed at constant volume. And efficiency in diesel engine is 65%, but the efficiency of the auto engine is 56%. So these are the few differences between auto engine and diesel engine. So this is all our diesel engine. So I am very much thankful for your patience in hearing this video. Thank you, one and all.